Welcome to the Baywater podcast, Carny To Congress, actually, that we've changed over. We got Larry in the background and his, I think it's a Genesis. Is it? No, it's a big car. It's 4-door, but it's got like turbo back air. I don't know. Jake's like, what was that? A Honda? What?
I don't know. He drove by over there and it looked like an AMG for a second. I'm like looking.
Well, welcome to the podcast. We're here again this week, and I got Jake here. We're at the marina hanging out. It's after we're closed, so it's a little calm. Been running around this week. Was in D.C. I was in Tallahassee last week. We passed some maps there for the new maps there. We were in D.C. Seen Susie Wiles yesterday, which was pretty cool. Well, it's not a bad thing. We was at the White House. Didn't see Trump, but we were in the Eisenhower building. Data centers. Everybody's talking about data centers. Everybody's talking about AI. Everybody's talking about power for data centers. A lot of stuff about energy. What are we doing about energy? Wind and solar is great, but it doesn't give you that consistent power that we need. We talked to the energy secretary, which was kind of pretty cool. Energy dominance is the name of the group. That's kind of interesting. Love the name. But we were talking about that. A lot of interesting things in Florida. What's going on with us here? The number one thing what's kind of crazy, Jake, is what costs Florida the most power is. What do you think it is? What do you think costs the most energy for the state of Florida for residents?
I mean, I would say AC would make the most sense.
That's what I said. I was like, air conditioning? They're like, no, heat. Okay.
For Tallahassee.
No, but that's the thing. So Florida, we don't have gas. We don't have, you have just electric heat on your AC.
That's fair.
Okay. And remember, we had that cold snap this year. Remember in January? I think it was January that was really cold. Like at my parents' house, power was going on and off. On and off. In fact, I was talking to a buddy of mine, Jeff Aaron. He's on the airport of Orlando International Airport. And they had to get the governor to sign an act for them to alleviate the Clean Air Act so they could run generators, because Orlando's like, hey, can you run on your generators to keep the power going, because that's a lot of power that everybody's got their heat on, and we all want to sleep warm, right? I mean, we have the air at 70, 72, right? And when it gets cold, people like crank that heat up to 75 for some reason. They just want to be warm inside their house, and that's a big draw. And that was kind of crazy. I never thought about that, but that's actually what causes like a most power drain. And actually, he said Florida did good because they were telling schools to kick on generators. They're telling Publix, hey, can you turn on generators at your stores so that keeps that power on the grid there for just Floridians to go. So I mean, it was pretty wild. I never thought about that, but that was kind of an interesting thing we talked about. We talked about data centers, big thing with data centers. I'm sure you know all about it. Just AI, how much data they need and how much power and water they take. I think golf courses actually take a little bit more water than a data center does. So that's something that's out there. They take a lot of water. But there's some other stuff there about power. What are they going to do? They can't just come in there and take power, which is going to raise everybody else's fees. They're saying small modular reactors, SMRs, actually kind of interesting. It's the thing that's kind of popped up, I think 6 years ago, that we were talking to somebody about it. Somebody came in from Georgia Tech, and it was a professor on energy, and it was talking about, right now we have an abundance of gas. And the U.S. has tons of gas, and a lot of times you have this group, say our friends across the aisle. They want everything, no gas. You got to be clean. You got to be this. You got to be that. Which is, like, I understand, but you got to be within decent parameters. I think what country was it? Europe that we're talking about. They spent $2 billion and they've gone like green on something. They put in windmills. They put in solar. They've dropped their percentage of power by 3%. Like $2 billion. It's crazy. It's just nuts. Gas is cheap. It's clean. Now, it's not like coal was or anything like that, but it was interesting to talk to that energy secretary about that. We talked to James Blair, who is, deputy chief of staff for the President Trump. It was great. So what it was a state legislature went up there as a bunch of representatives and senators go up to the White House, go in there, and we just talk to, everybody in the White House. It was actually pretty cool. We talked to Susie Wiles, who's the chief of staff. We talked to James Blair, who's the assistant chief of staff, and just talked about everything. And it was, they were talking about Iran, they were talking about the Straits, they were talking about media, how 50% of people right now get their news from Facebook and YouTube, which is insane. It's just, people just don't believe anything. So they just go online and whatever's out there is out there. It's nuts. So, I'm always the opinion, I say, hey, read two forms of information, kind of go with your own idea. Plane ride home, I actually picked up a paper today when I was coming back from DC. I picked up a Wall Street Journal, the Times, and you kind of just, you look at the same story, but just completely different narrative, different ideas. So you kind of come up with your own thing there. But I'm a big fan of Wall Street Journal, for sure. So they do a good job. But so that was interesting, man. It was fun.
I want to say something. First, I need you to fix your mic. Pop your mic off. There's a magnet on the back.
Mm-hmm.
Pull the magnet off, and then put it inside your shirt.
Oh.
And then put it back on it, and make sure the microphone is pointed towards your face.
That better?
Much better.
Okay. Well, I didn't know that was there.
No, I learned about it today too.
Okay,
I didn't know what it was.
Thanks.
I think yes. Still turn it like sideways.
There. Is that better? Is that better there?
Yes. You want the light to be just like that. It's where you can see the little holes where the microphone is.
Yeah. That's what I'm
I think
saying.
so.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Oh.
I can. And this thing, I think it tried to zoom in on my face. Little technical difficulties that will not make it into the podcast.
We're still working on this, but okay.
There is one thing. How do you make it stop? Stop looking at me. There we go. Whatever. Just track me. And I could be entirely wrong about this. If you remember, in the 60s or 50s, when the first hard drive came out, it was like the size of a giant room.
Mm-hmm.
And it only held about 10 megabytes.
Yep.
So what I see happening with AI, thank you for turning off, in the future, is that initially, right now, in its birth period, I think it's going to need a lot of power. But that's going to probably taper out and go down. Not like probably as significant as something like a hardware and a computer. But one, it'll create a massive amount of jobs, because I see the divide right now online, and that's the big kicker, right? With Byron's run for Congress, pretty much anyone running right now, it's like one of the big concerns, it's one of the big questions.
Oh yeah, AI. Well, it's parental rights for AI, right? I mean, that's the thing. That's where it gets interesting. There was some good legislation that we talked about up there about that, because you can put in anything into these computers and it writes back whatever. And there's some bad people out there that put stuff, right? It's just the accumulation of the web.
And we cannot rely on the people who are creating it to control, because they're just profit.
Yeah, and there's certain things. I'm sure there's some greed in there. I'm sure there's, I always say a person of smart people are dumb. It's kind of crazy, but that's what happens. And so there were some ideas kicked around, which I thought was pretty interesting. Is we can't parent from government, but we can empower parents. So if if you got a computer or you want to get an app, you need to put in a credit card, or you put in some kind of information so it shows that, okay, I'm of the age, and if you don't, you got to get your parents' permission to download an app. So whatever that is. So I guess that's one way to kind of create like a gate where it gives the parents the rights to make a decision.
Well, there's already a bunch of stuff out there like that right now, and it's kind of like shame on you if you don't pay attention to your kid in the first place.
Mm-hmm. I got a buddy who was playing some game, remember the one with Kate Upton always on TV, War or whatever, some kind of game, and
Call of Duty, World of Warcraft?
Not Call of Duty, not Warcraft. This was like just a phone game, like World of Warcraft.
Roblox?
Something like that. It was on TV. They were advertising all the time, and you would go on and you would create like a town, and you build and you attack, and then you would do okay. But if you actually wanted, you had to actually buy gems.
Clash of Clans, I think.
I think that was it, or something like that. And my buddy's kid spent like $2,000 just just kept hitting the iPad and, I just buy this client. And then he's like, I'll give you some, because there's other kids on there. I'll give you some. And it ends up being like $2,000. That's like, come on. That's horrible. But, that happens.
There was actually a class action lawsuit with Fortnite for that exact same reason. And, I mean, they had to settle. So I went ahead and, put my hat in the ring and woke up one day to a little bit of change in my
nice.
My PayPal one time.
Nice. It's not bad. I mean, so there's stuff like that we talked about.
That's probably illegal. I don't even know if I could do that.
It's just, put your head in the ring. I mean, it's a class action. You played it. We talked about things like that. Went around town, met a few other people, and it was a good weekend. I enjoyed it. A lot of fun. Good couple days. But now it's going to be back here. The week before, we were in Tallahassee. We voted on the maps, new maps for Florida. Governor's office came out with maps, presented them on Fox News. We see them the same time as you did. Came out there, you see the new maps. And I don't understand, some folks are talking about, it's tough because people get used to being in a plus 30 district. And what I mean by a plus 30 is that you get, 30% more Republicans than anybody else in your district. So it's a very safe seat. And sometimes people get aggravated when they go from 30 to 15. Well, get out and work your district. Get out there, and that's why I said I'm not concerned about that. Get out there and work your district. Talk to your people. I'm not saying anything special, but I mean, I'm sure I've had Democrats vote for me because I've knocked on doors or talked to people or helped people or do whatever needs to be done. Just right now, you hear me on the phone trying to talk with some guy at Culver's or something in Wisconsin that has a couple down here. There's always something going on. And you just, as long as you're able to talk and see people. I mean, we deal with a lot of bureaucracy in government, and it's tough. And sometimes I just get to pick up a phone call just to shake the tree and get it moving, and we do get it done. So, not really worried about that. I know you were saying about that earlier. Some people are complaining about that.
It's one of the things that I see pretty frequently online, and it's one of the things that I think is divided the comment section, which there's a lot of very weird stuff going on the internet, just like in our area for all the elections and all of what's going on with the redistricting, and there's just a lot of people who are expressing their own opinions, trying to hide behind Facebook pages, and I don't think they realize that their name shows up right underneath the post.
Well, it's like I had a troll on X, and his name was like I can't even think of his name, but he had his name, and underneath that it said John Doe 47283, and I just responded, okay, John Doe, way to stand out in front. They're just paid for, people are just paid for it. And there's one lady goes, oh, Botana putting on the LBs. I was like, dude, I'm skinny now. What you talking about? That was a thing that was kind of funny, Jake. I was, this was a couple weeks ago, and I forgot, what was going on. And everybody's like, hey, man, you're looking good, working out, eating healthy. I heard that. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm feeling good, feeling good. Like, man, I must be losing weight. I'm feeling great. Then I forgot I talked about it on the podcast.
Happened to me a couple times at work. A couple people came up to me, and I'm like, oh, I did say that.
Yeah. So, yep, crap. So, yep. But hey, yeah, we're still trying to lose weight. Still working on it. Wearing black, look very slimming right now. So's Jake. Hides the mic. You can't see it. But yeah,
it does actually.
It's not bad. So, but yeah, we did the maps. We'll be back up there next week to do the budget. Hopefully it gets done. Budget's already in set for this year. This is for next year. It has to be done by July 1. So we'll get it done there. We'll bring back the money for our area like we always talk about, which is good. When we're not there, we're out here working on boats. As you can see on the camera here, Jake will show some boats, I'm sure. Everything is back at the dock right now. But you see all those beautiful boats? Those are available at Baywater Boat Club. So come down and see us. The real business, head boat washer. Just a part-time legislator. And part-time carny, too. So that's a side hustle. But, yeah, so it's going well, man. Can't complain. I'm tired. Taking care of Mom. I'm just tired. But it's good. It's good.
Yeah, I mean, being tired's kind of part of life. kind of got to work.
Yeah, Mother's Day's coming up here this Sunday. You gotta remember that. Do anything special?
Chocolate covered strawberries and flowers, like normally.
Nice.
Pretty much what I always do, I think.
Nice.
What about you, sir?
She's on a little trip right now with her friends. So she's doing that, and I'll probably get her some flowers. We'll do some other things, but yeah, it's gonna be a good one. It'll be tough, but it'll be good.
Make her a key lime pie.
You know what? I might do that. We can, get a little key lime pie. She does like it. The thing is, I was like, Mom, don't give me. She's like, oh, I just made you a pie. Like, shit, the thing's gone. It's just eat it. It's just done. It's just done. Don't even try to just like, oh, it'll last over like 4 days. It's like, okay, just a quarter. Oh, just a little bit more. Oh, it's done.
No, I'm eating that whole. The one your mom made me, I ate probably 3/4 of it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just gonna straighten out this edge on this pie. Let me just take a lot. Damn! I gotta take a little bit more. I gotta take a little bit more. Let me just straighten that edge out. It's damn good pie.
I'm really bad about sweets. The other day I bought these. It was a 6-pack of these Reese's ice cream bars. I ate 3.
Wow.
Yeah, problems.
Yeah.
Problems.
Look at those Snicker ice cream bars. I mean, we're gonna sell them here. We're gonna the ship store starting up here, and I know we've been talking about it, but we're getting all the permits figured out. We're doing it legit. Go figure.
Learn the first time.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm like, yeah, look at those Snickers ice cream bars. So it's gonna be tough to sit there. It's like, that's neat.
No, it's cool if you just have to pay for it.
Yeah. It'll be good. Yeah, I get those points like you get stressed out. It's like, man, I just need a Mountain Dew. It's been a while since I've done that, but I'm a Mountain Dew guy. I used to be. Like I used to chug that. Now I don't drink hardly any soda.
I haven't had a Mountain Dew in years, but you just kind of awoken something in my belly. My belly was like, what?
Yeah,
Mountain Dew?
You just get that like, oh, it'd be good just to have a big gulp right now. Just, you're
Mr. Ian Hicken absolutely loves Mountain Dew. And his reasoning behind it, he says, it's the only soda you can drink hot or cold.
Oh, that would be rough. That'd be a rough hot. I don't know. That's a lot. Well, you probably could.
That's when you know you got a problem.
Yeah. I mean, crap. When I was a kid, I used to put those down instead of water, just. But yeah.
It was the Code Reds for me.
Oh, I remember that later in the day. Yeah, Code Red. Yeah, you're a little bit younger. What is it? I mean, it was just like strawberry or something in there, or something weird.
It was spicy. I think that's my only way of like a cherry, like a light Dr. Pepper Mountain Dew.
I don't even think they make it anymore, do they? Code Red.
No, actually, my favorite Mountain Dew they ever made was a limited edition called Spark. But I was buying a 12-pack and drinking it like every 2 days by myself.
Wow,
it was bad.
Spark. It's like Jolt. Remember Jolt? There's a Jolt Cola. That was like a high intense.
Was it like a strawberry lemonade kind of thing?
Maybe.
Because that's what Spark was. It was a strawberry lemonade Mountain Dew.
Interesting. It's interesting.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, not bad. So yeah, we've had a fun week. Been busy. Looking forward to getting up there, get the budget done, get back down here, wash some boats. We're doing normal maintenance on them right now. Folks, don't buy. Join the club. We're gonna start taking boats out, cleaning them out. Our crew's starting to do that now. Start taking seats out, redo the boats, to redo the seats on the boats. Always a lot of fun there. It's always a pain. That's always a good time. So we'll clean those up, get that done. But yeah, so it's getting time to summer. Hopefully no storms. We don't need nothing like that, Jake. We're good with that. Don't need no storms. We'll be happy. We'll be good. No problems.
Yeah. I hope.
We got an open house coming up here. I think June 9th, 10th, and 11th for the open house for the boat club. So local special. Come on down. Get us taken care of. We'll get you out on the water. $1,000 off, 3 months free dues. So come on over. That'll be in June. So we're about a month away from that. I'm going to start seeing that in the paper and do some advertising on there. We're going to get that out there. Boating business is a little slow. I mean, just in general. I mean, everybody seen West Marine today. A couple days ago filed bankruptcy, so they're going down. So there's a couple things happening out there. Boating industry's a little soft, but we're good. We own everything here. We got new boats. We got a couple new Pathfinders that we got last year. New pontoons that we have in the club. So we got a great selection of boats. come down and see us. We'll get you taken care of. A lot cheaper than buying. You just come join the boat club. Easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy.
That's nice. Thanks, buddy. So, what's going on with you? How's the house? How's the moving in? Car's running good. You made it down here 3 times in a row. Maybe
yeah,
4.
I mean the car's not really an issue. I mean there's some. It's burning a little bit of gas, which isn't the best time to be burning gas. But other than that, it's pretty good. Paint is a little pricey. Found that out quite recently.
You're gonna paint it?
Well, it's this, and excuse my French, piss yellow, and I just can't do it anymore.
The car's yellow?
No, my house.
Oh, your house is yellow.
Yeah, it's like a piss yellow on the inside, and I'm just like, it's like clearly a box paint. I love my landlord to death, but he clearly had probably like, a couple gallons here, a couple gallons there.
Oh, that's the inside of the house.
Yeah,
yellow.
so that's what I would call box paint. And you just take a bunch of different paint colors, and then you make one paint color, and you just mix all the paint.
Jesus.
I don't think it's that bad. It's a nice bright yellow, but I want to go with like a
eggshell.
Probably more of like a green, like a dark army green.
As the inside of your house.
Yeah, so like I'm gonna do like a big accent wall in the front, that dark army green color.
Okay.
And then do my bedroom, and then other parts of the house I'm gonna kind of like blend it as you walk and make sure like the back wall is always green, and then the rest of the wall.
You talk to your girlfriend about this, or what?
It's her idea.
Okay. I was gonna say.
Yeah, so I mean,
okay,
we're see how that goes. I mean, it's gonna cost crazy amount of money to buy it, dude. It's like $90 a gallon. For the paint that she wanted, and I'm like, yeah, buddy, you better get some spray paint.
Is this like a super special paint, or what is it? Just...
No, I was Sherman-Williams. It was my fault. I used to paint way back in the day for a couple years.
Well, they got good paint, but damn.
Well, it's just everything is up,
yeah.
And that paint's petroleum based, so it just makes sense that paint would be up a little bit. But
kind of funny how that happens. It's just crazy. We were talking about that up there. That like, oh, we don't get any gas or any oil from the Strait of Hormuz, but why is our cost connected to that? Because everything that we get from here, like all our fertilizer, we already got for this year. It's not like the fertilizer. Fertilizer is the big issue. That's a big problem. That's where a lot of fertilizer comes from, is from over there. But I mean, most of everybody's got it over here now for this year. But why is our oil connected to that? I just don't understand that. That just doesn't make sense to me. Where the barrel, because the barrel drops so quick, right? The barrel drops so quick. See, guys tap these boats right? Probably not. The price drops so quick, and everything's like, oh, everybody's fine. Yeah, no problem. Like, so, even you were saying, as soon as this is over, the price is going to drop on everything, and you'll be fine. And I understand that. I mean, it definitely needs to be done before the midterms. We did a lot here in Florida now. We've got new maps. We got kind of hosed the last census because that was COVID, and there was a proper lines drawn. So we've, the population growth wasn't right. So we did that out there, and this is what happens now. So, there's going to probably be lawsuits. There's going to probably be all kinds of stuff, but that's just part of the issue. That's part of it. It's been like that for a while. But our governor does a great job. We support him in the House, and the Senate does too. So we'll get it done. But it just kind of seems kind of odd. So hopefully we get all this done way before the midterms, when people start really thinking about that in November, because that's going to be an issue. I was reading on the paper on the way down here about Indiana. There's people that didn't want to redistrict, and Trump actually got behind some state senators who were not. Didn't support it, and he got rid of 6 of the 7, which is pretty wild. He supported another guy, and they don't have term limits up there in Indiana, and cleaned house on 6 senators, which is pretty wild, for a state like that. So definitely still has a stronghold. He still has a strong base when it comes to the primaries and everything like that. So we'll see what happens in November, because we definitely need to keep the House on our side for sure. Maybe we'll have this on the radio and people can talk about it. We'll see what happens.
Soon
Maybe.
enough.
Soon enough, we'll get back out there. What if I get commercials with that too? I bet I get commercials.
Yeah, you get promos.
Yeah.
They should run.
Yeah. To put them in the right spot. So, but yeah. So there's a lot of stuff we can talk about. Mom's key lime pie again. Talk about food cooking. Oh, girlfriend got me a sous vide cooker.
You're one of them now. Okay.
I'm intrigued by it. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of interesting. I don't know. Have you done it? It's like a plastic bag, and
I've bought stuff that's pre-sous vide before. Aldi sells it, so a lot of their pre-cooked meats is technically sous vide. How do you say
sous vide? Sous vide.
Sous vide. For cooking steaks, it's probably perfect.
Yeah, I'm gonna be interesting. She bought me the pots and the pack, the vacuum, and you seal it, and you put garlic and I'm kind of interested. Then you finish it on a grill. You got to finish it on a grill.
You can. What you should do though is you should get yourself a little cast iron and get you a torch.
No torch.
Char it.
Char it.
That's what I see people on TikTok do.
The guy doesn't have Instagram, but he has TikTok.
Yeah, I don't. I do not. I've never had Instagram. I mean, I have it. I've had it for a long time.
I know. I've tried to do a collab with you. Try to put it out there, and you're just like, nope.
There's just something about it. It's just evil. It's the devil, man. It's the devil.
Facebook too, devil.
Facebook is also
But
the devil.
TikTok and the Chinese, you're fine with? You're totally fine with that?
Well, when I say TikTok, I really mean YouTube Shorts. I have not been on TikTok in a long time. It's
YouTube
just
Shorts.
It's the term for short content. So
Yeah.
but it's
The shorts, you go down a rabbit hole. You definitely go down a rabbit hole for sure. It's like, I think Chive started that. Chive TV. Remember Chive TV?
never heard of it.
Oh, come on. Chive? Be Calm, Chive On. It was like an app. And it was just little shorts that would pop up in your phone, and you just sit there. Then they had bars. You just sit there, you get like lost. And I mean, I think that's when the shorts, they were the original people that did shorts. Because you just get there stuck at the bar, you're just like, just melting your brain. Like 10-second little videos, about anything. So,
I didn't know about that.
Chive On.
actually.
Keep Calm and Chive On was the
Keep calm and chive on.
Yeah, that was the app. And it's probably been 10 years. It was on Chive TV. Usually you go to a bar and it'd be sitting there, it's Nugget making noise. Don't knock over the cameras, Nugget.
Oh,
But you go to the bar and
it's good.
you sit there and you just sit there, and also you're just sitting there like drinking a beer, just watching this nonstop. Like 10-second shorts. And just constantly just keeps rolling. Sorry folks, I'm tired.
No, it's all right. It's all right. No, but the short content thing in itself, I don't know that we know the ramifications for it yet. I don't know how much damage it's doing to all of our brains, but it's got to be pretty bad.
Oh, gets you like 10. Okay. That's what they're saying. Like, kids have a problem making it through a movie now. And they're like, how do you, because it's too much. Like, I can't understand. We've talked about this before in the show. Like, kids watching YouTubes, watching kids play video games.
Oh, I disagree.
Do you like that? I mean, I don't understand, but I don't get it.
The one thing is this. I mean, the skill gap in chess, right? Like you know that.
Yeah.
The skill gap in some of these games is almost it's on like the same playing field as like chess. I'm just talking like, you can have somebody playing chess who has no idea.
Strategy. Chess was the same thing back in the day. So.
Right. And they're just better. If they're better than me at the game, sometimes I'm like, wow, man, how'd he do that?
Yeah.
Or, dang, man, he's good.
You remember the old...
It's like sports, and I know you don't like to hear that, but...
Yeah, I know. I mean, remember the old Nintendo where you had to blow in a...
64?
No, before the 64.
Oh,
the old cartridge, the old one.
NES, I think?
Yeah, like you had to blow into it, stick it in there and do it. And it was like Mario Brothers. And I watched a guy... I was watching, but he beat the whole game and just nonstop. It's like, oh, he knew the hack. Just sit there and just beat the whole game. I was like, that took me months to do that.
Prime example of exactly what I'm talking about. But it's like that for every game. Right now, I've been watching this guy that pretends to be a peanut play a game, and I mean, I haven't probably recently, but I was I was pretty infatuated for about a week.
A peanut? He pretends to be a peanut.
He has like, you ever seen those like VTubers?
VTubers?
I'm very new to this stuff.
Okay.
Man.
Come on, I'm 42 now.
Think of it like a Snapchat filter.
Okay. Okay, is it like the guy with the cat who was the attorney in front of the judge, and he's like, I'm not a cat?
Perfect example.
Okay.
But he does it on purpose.
I'm here, Judge. I'm not a cat.
I'm not a cat, Judge.
I'm not. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. It's, you can see his eyes like looking down and stuff. So you turn off your filter. Turn off the filter.
But yeah, this guy, he just kind of like started popping up in my shorts content, and then I started watching his lives, and it was a little addictive watching this guy. He's just very entertaining, you know, and it's live streaming in a sense is kind of like live radio, you know, and I mean, to an extent, they do have restrictions, things they can and can't say, can't do, and it's mainly gross, derogatory stuff that you shouldn't be saying anyway. But I don't know, I found myself watching this guy, and he's exactly my age, I found out, but you know, his identity's been kind of hidden this whole time.
Smart. If you're going to do that, you know.
Well, yeah, if you're going to role play a peanut, then I would think that you probably don't want anyone to know about it. But no, I got locked in on this guy pretending to be a peanut. He's just entertaining. I'll have to show you some clips because I really don't want to dive into it.
Okay.
But he's conservative.
Conservative? Well,
You can tell.
I would hope. Yeah, I would hope.
You can tell. And that's one of the reasons why I kind of like, you know, gravitated towards his content in the first place was, you know, he's on a very liberal part of the internet. And it's like the VTuber scene. It's very people pretending to be dogs and stuff. And he does, you know, it's entertaining, but at the same time, it's kind of like opening that weird place, VTuber world, to a normal person like me. Not if they're not normal. Normal doesn't mean anything, and I'm not trying to like hurt anybody's feelings.
Yeah.
It's like I don't care what you do. But you know, I just found myself every night at about 6 o'clock. This guy would go live,
just sitting
pretending,
pretending being a peanut.
yeah,
So it's him playing a video game, obviously.
yep.
Okay, with the filter on.
Yep.
And then you're watching the screen at the same time.
Yeah, so, and he's like he's got this, he like floats, he's got different outfits and stuff, and he's an oddball, man. He's an oddball.
It's like the other ones I got into was a fairing. You know what a fairer is? You know where
No clue.
there's this guy like Hoof GP. It talks about cows' hooves. He's like in Ireland. And this guy like cleans their hooves. You know?
Oh yeah, I watched a horse guy.
Yeah, and it's like it's kind of interesting. You see how, but then the hoof is infected, and they got to clean it out. You're like, ooh, but I mean, there's like screws in the feet and stuff, and I'm like,
You're probably one of those guys who watch them like zip popping videos or something.
Nah, I'm not a zip popper, but the hoof was kind of interesting. I was like, oh, this is kind of interesting. You know, helping a cow out. Guy goes in there, he's got a mask on, and they're like grinding the hoof down. Because they got to do it because the hoof grows, right?
Right. So it's like a nail.
Yeah, it's a nail. So a lot of these cows are out in pasture. Well, the pasture wears the nail down, but sometimes they're in the wintertime they're in a barn and there's cement and stuff. But there's like bolts and stuff and screws they get in their hooves and they pull and it gets in there and they fix it, you know. And it's just kind of interesting. I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. That's something that I never thought I would watch, and I'm like, oh. I kind of like watching this. Ooh, damn, that's different. It's different.
Yeah, I guess I just kind of exposed myself on the zip popping video thing.
So you're a zip popper watcher, huh?
Nah, I mean, I'm not personally, but I've definitely seen it before.
Well, there's that one Asian, or can I say Asian? Yeah.
Yes.
Asian you can say. Asian doctor that's out.
Trying to be PC, everybody.
Just making sure.
Inclusive.
You know, that Dr. Pimple Popper, I think she is out there, and she does that, which is... Are you gonna really vape?
No.
Are you gonna really?
No
vape?
one can see me.
Are you
no
really
one would have ever. You were on your phone.
Why? Somebody's saying, "Are you running for Congress?" I just laugh. You know.
There's absolutely no proof. Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. It's just, you know, you shouldn't vape, man. It's not good. But anyway, it's better than smoking. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, well, you know, since we're on that topic, can we talk about the fact that you can't smoke or vape on the beach anymore, but you can smoke a cigar? Cigar lobbyists have taken over Southwest Florida. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, wow. Well, no, I've seen that pop up on Fort Myers Beach. And, you know, I love Fort Myers Beach. Kid, I mean, it's always been Fort Myers Beach. Love it. You know,
Home.
sometimes it gets crazy, and there's certain parts of the beaches that were pretty bad. It was like just nasty, with just like cigarette butts everywhere.
Oh, listen.
People, and that, you know, that's I think that's more of anything is that, and it does. I mean, it is kind of, and you know, my mom smoked, and she's quit now. Good, but I'm just not a fan. I just can't. But it's like crazy. Like our employees, we've gone to like a bunch of smokers at our marina, and they all vape now, which is much better. Like you don't smell it. I got one guy, Bob, good dude. He's our driver. He, you know, drives trailers back and forth in marina a couple days a week. But you know when he's here, he's smoking a cigarette, and you can smell it. And that's pretty potent. I mean, you can smell it across the marina, which is nuts. You know, and I don't know if it's just gotten more potent or we just gotten more. We were just so accustomed to it. You know, like how do you smoke on an airplane?
When you grow up in an environment,
Yeah.
and not even just grow up, when it's like almost acceptable, because like you probably remember people smoking in diners. Like I never experienced that.
They had the little McDonald's ashtray, like in Tennessee. I remember you going to McDonald's and there'd be an ashtray in there. It's just mind blowing, right?
It's mind blowing to me because, but it is that. It's 100% that the fact that it was so normalized for such a long time that we all kind of got accumulated to the smell.
I mean, back in the carnival business, my grandmother and grandfather, they had like this little frog, right? It was like the frog, like yellow 1960s frog, right? And you put the cigarette in there and you wash your hands. Oh, get an ice cream cone, put the cigarette in there. Right? Then when you're done, just pick it back up and smell. It's just like, it's insane. It's just nuts. But it's, I guess you get nose deaf to it. You're just kind of like, nope. You don't smell it no more. You just it is what it is. But now, like here at our marina, you can smell somebody smoke when they go over the bridge. You're like, damn, that's potent. It's I don't know. It's just I think it's just people get different times. People get used to it, and I don't know.
I still remember the first week. Well, probably not the first week, but the first like real instance of me smelling a cigarette after smoking for so long. I was walking into Publix. Like I remember it visibly in my head right now. But I walked in, and before she even got to me, I could smell it on her. She wasn't even smoking.
Yeah,
I could just smell it.
Yeah,
and that was one of the things. It was like overwhelming. It was an overwhelming smell. But that's one of the first things that you get back after about 3 months of quitting smoking is your smell, because you're almost like you said. A smoker is deaf to it, 100%.
Yeah, and it's so bad. You're just like, damn. But it's, I mean, and then we were out in Vegas, and this is the whole big thing with legalizing marijuana. It's coming.
That really stinks.
Yeah, that's coming. Eventually it's going to happen. Don't know if it's going to be in the next 20 years or the next 2 years, right? Something's going to happen. But we were out in Vegas, and I was in Michigan traveling around, right, with our other business. And when it goes legal, like it's everywhere. And I go back out to Vegas, and I guess it's that, that what happens is everybody goes, oh, free, we can do it, we can do it. They go out there and they do it, then it kind of, and then it tapers down too, because that is pretty damn potent stuff. You're in a car and they got their windows up in front of you, you can still smell it. That's some potent shit right there. That ain't no skunk weed. That's something a little different.
I'm for it as long as we treat it as the same thing as drinking. You shouldn't be drinking in public. You shouldn't be smoking in public. Maybe there can be bars, like a cigar bar, that is exclusively for a certain scenario or situation like that. But it's going to stink, man.
Oh, I know. It's crazy. We'll see what happens. I don't see anything happening anytime soon, from just my experience in the legislature. They tried to put on a ballot and missed it by a couple points. They maybe try to do it again, but it'll be interesting.
And I'll tell you why they missed it. They missed it because of home grow. 100% home grow, and the person who backed it. I mean, True Leave is the biggest
Canadian company.
Well, they're the biggest dispensary in the state of Florida. They got a huge head start. They have way more infrastructure
they're all medical
stores across all of Florida. They're at like the top 70 percentile.
Yeah.
But it all started in Washington.
Yeah. So. Well, I mean, the deal is there, and that's kind of crazy. I think this is one of the no votes I was against. I was like, I don't like this. I don't like this bill. I'm about going to Tallahassee and helping people and doing stuff, but I'm not going to go up there and legislate small business out of business. because there was this whole hemp thing, right? Hemp was a big thing. Hemp became legal before I got there. It was just make clothes and hats and stuff. And this Delta 9, it grew and it grew. And I don't agree with what, they're selling, but it's legal. It is what it is. It's there. And I'm not here from the legislature to say, oh, no, we're not, this is now going to be illegal. We're not going to just clear the way. And I was one of the no votes on the Republican side. Like, I'm not here to legislate small business out of jail, out of business. And it passed the House without my vote. That's fine. And the governor vetoed the bill. And I was one of the ones like, yeah, I'm against this. I don't agree with it. Something smells fishy here. I don't like it. I don't like the attitude. I don't like the delivery. Why are we getting into that? Something was going on. Something crazy, right?
Hundreds of millions of dollars were poured into that.
Yeah, I don't, and I don't want to say it's that. It's not, certain people get a certain idea in their head, and that's, and the thing is, when it's legislature, you try to hear all sides, try to listen to the best. And number one thing is, what does your district want? What do your people want? When I knocked on doors, I went out there, I talked to people. It's like this business. I talked to our club members. Hey, what kind of boats you want? You see a lot of pontoons here. You see a lot of deck boats. Those are your everyday people. Hop on, take the grandkids out, cruise, hang out. It's part of business. You got to figure it out. I might like to have big Baja boats, but that doesn't work for my membership. I might like that, but it ain't gonna work.
The sports car boat.
You got to have center consoles. You got to have fishing boats. You have to have skiffs. You have to have double deckers with water slides. You got to have the twin engines. You got to have this. So that's talking to your customers and saying, hey, what do you want? What do you want to do? And that's again, as a politician, it's retail. What do my people want? I might at times say, hey, you know what? This is what my district wants. That's what I'm going to do. I represent. They chose me. They elected me to go up there and represent them. My district is District 80. It's a great district, best district ever. Born and raised here. So there's certain things I know that some people around the rest of the state, like, what do you, how do you vote on this? I'm like, well, my people in my district like that. We're special down here in Southwest Florida. We live in a great place.
We do.
We're going to make that Naples airport the best airport in the country.
You better, since y'all damn moving it.
We ain't moving nothing.
It ain't moving it?
No, we ain't moving it. We just gave them the right to vote for it. And Naples City's mayor's office, the mayor, they're angry, which I don't understand, Jake.
How do you logically move an airport?
Well, that's the thing, right? So airport was created by the state legislature, Airport Authority, and I think it was in the late 60s, early 70s. And of course it was out in the middle of nowhere, right? That was out of town. City wanted it, we created it, and at that time, the city council would appoint people to the airport board. And, it worked out well for a lot of years. It's a great airport. Naples, we have a lot of really wealthy people that have planes as cars. They just, I'm going to hop on a plane from Michigan down there. We're going to go down to Naples. Hey, that's what makes Naples, Naples, right?
Yeah, you're right.
That's a huge, we're one of the first places in the country to have 2 Ritz-Carltons. With the Naples Beach Ritz, that's made Naples a lot, because that brought a lot of people down here. And that's as far south as you can get while you're still in the country. I'm going to say Naples, Naples, Bonita, Marco, Fort Myers. This is as far south as you can still while being in the country. Because you go to Miami, I love Miami, but it's a little hectic over there. The Keys, I love the Keys, but you're one heart attack away from death. It's an island. If you don't bring it with you, they don't got it. So it's kind of tough. So this is where you can get that normal situation. But anyways, there's been talk for a lot of years, that they want to move the airport because certain people don't like the noise. And I understand that. I understand how it get annoying. I grew up next to 75. I grew up right on 75 on a freeway there.
Yeah, but whose fault is that?
Hey, but my parents bought that house, and you just get nose deaf. You just kind of get used to it. So I always heard about this. That they want to move the airport. The county didn't want nothing to do with it. And then the city started appointing anti-airport people to the board. So they're just trying to appoint people that don't want this airport to the board. So they're trying to just, I don't know what's the proper word.
Strong arm.
strong arm, but yeah, just like suffocate, and just like, what are you doing? So then they're passing up money from the FAA, $7 million to go to like taxiways, lighting and stuff. Oh, we didn't want that because it handcuffs us to the FAA. Yeah, it's an airport. Airplanes come in and go. So we had a lot of constituents come to us and complain about, hey, can you do anything? It's like, well, yeah, we can do this. We can come up with discussion. So I talked with my rest of my legislators in Collier County and said, why don't we just take this authority away from the city and let the voters decide who they want to be on the airport board? And because there's a lot of people in the county. I said, hey, give us 3 people from the city and 2 from the county. They're all elected at large. They'll be appointed to that board if they win the election, and go from there. And it's good. It's a good opportunity to get out there and just and see. And we passed it. We didn't have any pushback hardly at all. Naples, in the process, what was going on? The city. I knew a couple city councilmen and women. And as soon as we filed the bill, we started talking. And that was good. I mean, because talking is a huge thing in this process. Just having a conversation. They never talked to anybody else. We never talked to the mayor. Nothing. And she's got her own problems. But, there's other issues. Hey, we all been there. But, there's some issues there. And even the vice mayor got a hold of me one day, and we started talking, and we talked for like 10 minutes. And 15, and it kept going, and I was like, hey bud, I understand, I'd be more than happy to talk with you, but this is what we're doing. This is you're doing a disservice to Naples. This is not the Naples way. And I'm like, oh, but this ain't gonna go nowhere, this conversation, and he's no longer there. But we're going through the process. I mean, it's on the ballot. People got to make a decision. They're going to get out there. I think the city's trying to sue now, which I don't really understand how they can do that. But we'll find out. It'll be interesting. So there should be some new airport council people out there.
So are they suing because they want to move the airport or because they don't?
I don't really understand what grounds they're trying to sue, because there's a lease between the city. It's like $1 a year until like 2060 now. Okay. So now they're saying that the lease is null and void, which it's not. So I don't know actually what they want control of the airport.
How the hell you get a lease for $1 a year for 20 or 30 years?
Because it's a airport brings a ton of money into the county, into the city. A lot of people come in there, and you can't just have 2 people on there or 3 people. The squeaky wheel. You're gonna have people that come and complain to you all the time. I got people that I meet with here at the marina. And some are a little strange, that they're just dead set on this problem, and they're going to keep railing and railing and railing. And I understand, but the rest of my district does not care about this. I'm very sorry. I can't tell you anything else, Well, that's ridiculous. I go, understand, but I'm sorry, sir. You kind of went out on a limb here, and it's not a great concern of all our constituents. So you got to kind of navigate that.
I mean, here's the thing. If you buy a house that's close enough to an airport to where there's going to be noise pollution, before you cut the check, wouldn't you do your due diligence and figure these things out? Wouldn't you think about it?
Makes sense, Jake, but person is smart. People are dumb sometimes. It's just, I mean, it's like people who build next to landfills and then they complain when, it smells. Yeah,
Well,
I mean, that's what happens. There's certain things that happen along those lines, and you just got to kind of figure that out.
There's trash next door.
I mean, that's why we had to do something. Like I go to this, been there with my mom a couple times on Blossom and Bree. You got to take your girlfriend here. It's a good time. It's up there, and you heard of it?
I've heard. I did a commercial for them, actually.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did the owner come in and talk to you about it, or what?
Nah, the sales rep, Miss Kim Papay, she's the one who was the rep for that. But it sounds like a lovely place. I mean, based off the information.
Cool. Yeah, no, I mean, great food. It's like a venue, right? It's an event venue kind of area, but it's out on a farm, and they got like bags of carrots you can feed the goats and the chickens and the
I'm going.
And the cows. And
I'm sold. You ain't even got to say no more.
I mean, it was pretty good. The food was great, and it's like a venue, entertainment.
Do I get to pick out my meal?
Farm to fresh. I don't think they eat the chickens or the cows. They probably do use the eggs though. But yeah, they got some good meat out there. It's really good. So it was a good time. It was a lot of fun. You know, it was a good time. We went out there a couple times. I think I'm done for a while, but it was, I mean, really good salad, good food. You know.
What about the lobster and like the thing? Can I pick out the lobster? Remember those at Walmart? They used to have those.
Walmart, and what was that?
Like a long
Red
time
Lobster.
ago.
Red Lobster had that. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Walmart had them for a while too. I remember when I was a kid, I used to walk into the Walmart in
yeah.
somewhere out here, and they would have
Publix
the
too.
big.
Yeah. You pick out the lobsters you wanted. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that. Maine lobster. Yeah. No, a little different. Up there.
Long ago.
A lot better than Florida lobster. I'm not a big fan of Florida lobster. It's just overgrown shrimp. So, but that's gonna probably send some people.
Don't eat the critters. Don't eat the critters, except for shrimp. Shrimp's fine.
So, but the girlfriend's coming down. So yeah, should be here a couple weeks.
She's probably going to be here end of this month for a couple weeks. Got the pod coming down with all her stuff in it, and you know, trying to have everything painted by the time she got here. But I got some work going on in the bathroom right now that needs to be situated first, and then I will start painting because I don't want to be in the way of, you know, shower pan is sagging, and your buddy Jake here isn't the brightest, and I thought it was a feature. I thought it was like, oh yeah, there's just like a perfect spot in the middle that just like is supposed to support your body, like a little bubble. No, it's wrong. It's not supposed to be like that. So they're coming to take care of that.
That's in your rental?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Okay.
dealing with at the moment, but it's
Yeah,
things could be worse, man. That's the one thing that's an issue right now, and they're coming to fix it. I put in the work order. I had the guy call me the next day. They're supposed to be here Saturday because I'll be off, so
nice. Good luck.
to at least look at it.
Good luck.
Hey, I ain't got nothing. I ain't paying for it. That's on them.
Yeah, nah, it's always fun though. Showers are a pain.
Hey, we have another bathroom. It's all right.
Yeah, it works. Hey, at least, hey, 2 bathrooms in a house is important because things happen. You need 2 bathrooms. Just
Yeah, sometimes you gotta go potty at the same time.
yeah, exactly.
So
Powder your nose is what we say. Powder your nose. It's good, you know. So
is that what they say at legislature when they're referring to a poop? Gotta go powder my nose. Toot toot.
not gonna respond to that one, sir. It's a good one. It's a good one. It's a good one. So what we at on time here? I don't even know.
52 minutes and 20 seconds.
Nice.
Minus the probably 2 minutes. Probably like 50 minutes.
50 minutes. Cool. So yeah, about 10 minutes left. So we'll go back up next week for budget legislature. So that'll be fun. We'll be here at the marina washing boats, cleaning that up. We'll be I threw some videos out from what the hell? Scare the hell out of me.
Me too.
Jesus, Nugget. That's just Daisy. She's
Just
over there
Daisy.
just twitching. I'm babysitting my parents' chihuahuas, so
She probably scared her. Is probably
yeah,
what happened.
I don't know. Poor Daisy. So, anyways, but she's just out there sniffing, roaming around. So yeah, we'll be back up in Tallahassee next week. Down here, we'll report another podcast. You know, just washing boats, man.
Flying all over the place, are you?
Staying busy a little bit, but yeah, threw up a couple videos from the road in the summertime. People just love the cinnamon rolls, man. They just love watching me spread butter and sugar and cinnamon, and it's just, you know, it's kind of funny because girlfriend, she's trying to like become viral or something, and I'll be like, all right, that's cool. So I just throw like a video up, and it's got 20,000 views in like 30 minutes. I was like, hey, she's just mad.
The internet is tricky.
Yeah,
You know.
I was like, hey, just be real on everything you do. See what happens. Let's give it some time, and you know, natural stuff, things you think would hit, don't hit, and things you do think would hit, don't do crap. You know, so it's nuts.
There's no method to the madness, and there's definitely no formula that's going to make you go viral.
No,
So,
no, you just gotta kind of just play it out. It's a nice boat. It's a good time. Not bad.
yeah, I need to get that. I need to get the boat camera on a swivel so I can like
Turn it. See what's going on.
you can see it. It's on the left side of that palm tree, guys.
It's out there. So we're still working on Jake. You're doing a great job, man. Great job on the website. Looks good.
Thank you, sir.
Looks real good. You know, Carny To Congress, making everybody Twitch right now. What are you doing? Got boats to wash, man.
Yeah, he says that, but it was super convenient, the timing. The timing was a little convenient.
His buddy just texted me, what are you going to do? It's not crazy. They're like, yeah. I got boats to wash. I got stuff to do. Not yet. So, we'll see. One day. But, all interesting stuff. So, how's the job doing?
Busy, man. I have been the busiest I've ever been. Oh, so what you doing? What you got? Give me that. You gonna give me that? I guess I got another job right now. Look at that. Come here. Give me that. What are you doing?
You want to play
She's
now?
like, I'm sick and tired of it. Sick and tired of y'all talking. Y'all gonna come hang out with me? Look how strong she is, y'all.
She is.
She's super strong.
She is.
Oh, yeah. You tough one. Been super... Oh, give me that. Been super busy, man. Trying to lock in and get in the rhythm of things. Just, I wouldn't say that I'm overwhelmed. I'm just unorganized, and I need to be more organized. That's my big thing I've been working on at work, is just writing everything down. It's funny to think that one of the skills that I have not used in a long time has made my mind calm down. It's like if I write down everything I'm supposed to do, and then just sign off on it like a teacher would homework or a parent would their kid's homework. Mm-hmm. Boy, have I been way more organized, less stress, because I have a record of everything that I'm doing. Mm-hmm. And then after a couple weeks, I'll throw it all away.
Yeah. Well, I got Julie. She keeps me straight here. But I start writing stuff on my phone. My dad, Omar, he had that little book, man. Had that little book in his pocket. And it had all kinds of just information there, write stuff down. He had that book, and he would, that's...
I'm getting me a book.
Because he had that, he always had it, he had a book and a pen. Write it down, a number, it's because you can't do everything, right? And it gets busy. Like here at the marina, there's a lot of shit going on all the time, right? You can go from this boat to that boat, and the member's like, oh, put me on next week on Tuesday. Yeah, call somebody. Because I'm going to forget as I walk right around the corner here. Because it's just, there's a bunch of crap going on. There's just nonstop. And you get stopped by 4 different things happening. Like, oh, what's this going on? That's going on.
I got to get you a system developed, right? You put QR codes on every single one of these boats. Tie that QR code to a specific ID. And then you would link the membership to the ID. And then that way they could just do it on their phone. And then see if it's available.
Well, yeah, we're going to do that now. We're going online. So we're actually going online. It's been May 1st. That's passed. But that was we're going to have a startup where you can make reservations online. Then that leaves you at the phone, 50-60% of it, the phone calls. So they can actually make reservations online. Boat club is going to be online. You can call, go a month out. We're going to go 2 months out and then 3 months out. Rentals, we're going to do that too. Book everything online. Because people don't want to, we've got a mostly older crowd. If you see our videos of our social that we had, I got to get onto that. We had a social last week in our boat club, which is great. It's at Sugar Shack. We had our legislative update. We've seen that. Put that little video out there. I think you've seen that. But then we had a social that night for our members. And it's all right, we're going to cap it at 100 people, 50 members. Say, hey, we have a social RSVP here. We had 160 people show up, Jake. 160 people show up. Well, it was a great time. We had a lot of fun. Everybody's like, oh, it's a great party. I'm like, yeah. People got a RSVP. Let me know what's going on. We got to,
it's tricky.
But it was good. We had beer and wine. We had food. It was great. Great band. We were there from 6 to 9. We invited all the members to come an end of season. It was on April 30th. Come on out. A lot of people going home and stuff like that because our members are seasonal. A lot of them are here 4 or 5 months out of the year, 6 months out of the year. So
the roads need a break.
Yeah, so it's okay. But yeah, they just kept showing up. And we had armbands after armbands, just more food. I'm like, what the hell? So, but yeah. It's like, yeah, but it was good. Those members loved it. We got, and even a guy that was, God, they are blowing me up. There were even a guy that was he's a decent member. We've had a few bumps. But he sent me a nice card. It's nice. It's good, so it's part of it. So everybody was happy. Very great. They're like, great time. Band was awesome. Weather was perfect. It was cool. It was just a nice night. Everybody came out. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I seen that video. It was very dope. very dope. I liked it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It was very nice.
It's good.
You were dressed up to the 9.
Oh, that was for the legislative update. Yeah, that's when I was in a jacket. I actually looked the part.
Yeah. Would you not wear that the whole time? That was
That was in the morning. So we had a legislative update in the morning from
Okay.
8 to 10, and then I went to work, and then we had the boat club social that night.
the same place. Though,
Same
right?
place,
I
yeah.
thought it was the same
And
place.
it's kind of confusing because people didn't they showed up for both, or showed up for one and then come the other, and yeah, all right. Well, now I'm gonna mix it up. But hey, Carny To Congress, people were impressed. Like, yeah, Adam can pack a house. That's a good time.
They'll be smoking over there.
Exactly. I was thinking. So, but yeah, so it was fun. That's what he said. I don't think you can.
Yeah, you better tell them, Nugget.
Calm down there, girl. You got such a little wimpy bark.
She kind of does. The
Hey.
growl's serious, though.
Oh, girl's serious. Bark is like nothing.
That's a good one.
Tell him. Tell him, Nugget. Tell him. So,
We're about to put a camera on Nugget.
Nugget cam. Well, we're getting to the end of the show. We're almost there. I think we're there. Appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. It's always a good time. It's always hanging out. Jake's we're getting this down pat. It's getting a little bit more clean. A little bit more, it's getting better.
Yeah, work with me.
Yeah,
audience.
we're getting there. We're getting
work
there.
with
We're
me.
getting there. We're going to get a light so we're actually bright so we can actually see what's going on here. That's the next thing.
Color grading is, I'm not good at that. I tried it with the last one and it was okay.
It almost looks like it makes it look a little bit more, we got these good cameras, so it should just be crisp.
Yeah, they just need a little bit of light to kind of assist them. And it made you look red, so I took off all the color grading at the end.
We'll get one
I
of
was
those
like,
globes here and just put those in here and brighten us up so we can see.
yeah, because when you look out at the water, it looks nice.
Yeah, just beautiful.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Corner.
We might have to move to where we have the sun setting on us, because it seems to be this is our time to do it.
Mm-hmm. It's dark. Yeah, we can do it on a boat. Sit out there in the rain.
That's the next one.
Sit there on the double decker on a bar boat, just out there and just talk about it. So, but we thank you for tuning in, and we're getting this podcast off the ground. It keeps on growing. We're getting some hits, which is impressive. Thank you very much. Like us, subscribe. CarnyToCongress.com. CarnyToCongress.com. You can start Googling it. It'll pop right up there for you because we're starting to get some hits on that too. But yeah, good stuff. Jake, thank you very much, sir.
Of course, man. That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, it's appreciated.
It's also sponsored by Baywater Boat Club.
Baywater Exclusive Boat Club is our sponsor. Yes, got to pay for the bills. Come join the boat club. Come see us out here at Baywater. We're 2 miles west of 41, right on Bonita Beach Road, exit 116 off 75. It's been a while since I said that. You can reach us at 239-495-0455. It's not even my cell. That's 239-495-0455. Baywater Exclusive Boat Club, the exclusive club of Southwest Florida.